is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going to check out the video. What's good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. Today I wanted to just talk about Kemba Walker. He has got off to a scorching hot start. 33 minutes a game, 49% from the field, 45 from three, 84 from the free throw line, 30 points a game. They got off to a 3-4 start so far. He even hit up one of the best teams in the East so far, the Milwaukee Bucks, for 41 on 50 and 50 from three. He had 39 against the Heat on 45 and 46. He had 30 against the Bulls on 61 and 50. And he also had 37 points against the Philadelphia 76ers. Even though they did lose that game and four other games, Kemba Walker only had really two bad games, which were against Chicago the first time in Philly. Other than that, he has really been scorching hot, knocking down damn near everything. And I see a different, kind of like Victor Oladipo last year, I see a different Kemba. He's more aggressive. He was aggressive a lot last year and became an all-star with an injury replacement, but he's really pushing it. He's really looking for his shot. He's in attack mode. And this is only going to increase his value. The number one reason why he's good is because he is an all-star on $12 million contract. The reason why you're a little skeptical about trading for him is the fact that he's a free agent this year. But at the same time, you're seeing him play at an all-time high level this year in Charlotte. And I didn't see him having this type of year, but he has really, personally to me, continued to improve, even though he is 28 years old and he'll be 29 by the end of this season. He's still showing you that he has the hunger to get better. He's still showing you that he wants to continue to work, even though he is getting up in age and his game is predicated and relies a lot on speed and bounce, because he is undersized and he's not a great defender. But you've seen him become from a guy that just handles the ball a lot and just get to the paint to a guy that can do both and hit you at the stop and pop jumper and freeze you a lot to get to the rim, to a guy that now can hit threes at a respectable level. And that just show you the dedication to his work ethic for him to continue to be undersized and counted out, and a lot of people saying that he's not good and a lot of people saying that he's not a franchise player. He came out this year and showed you that, hey, I can score with the best of the people in the league and I can take over games. And his team does need him to do that because they're not the best offensively gifted team. They don't have the best offensive person even in their starting lineup. They basically take what they can take because they are Charlotte. Not a lot of players want to play in Charlotte. They haven't really done anything in the playoffs. They haven't really won anything in the regular season. They haven't even been dominant really at all through the course of them being in existence. And it's good that Kemba Walker shows that he loves and wants to stay in Charlotte, because honestly and truthfully, they need a guy like Kemba that, wants to be loyal, wants to be faithful, but also gives his all on the basketball court every time he does play and gets an opportunity. And he has showed the continued development. So I see why Michael Jordan is not in the rush to trade him. They're not trying to just cash in on him. But this could be the time to get what you can get for Kemba, because he still might not re-sign with you guys in the offseason, which means you want to get something out of him, but he's still playing this well. I think his value is going to be at an all-time high. And the fact that he is 28, entering his prime, and he has gotten better, and he showing that, teams that's on the borderline, you can get a guy that can collapse the defense, a guy that's a decent passer, a guy that can get you a shot in the clutch, a guy that can get you a shot anytime he wants, especially if you have the right foundation and the right team built around him. He can really, do like he's doing this year. It's hard to average 30, especially when you his size and his height. But the fact that, he think at this point nothing is impossible, that's the type of mindset that you want a guy to have if you're trying to win. Like, Kemba has carried a team to a national championship. he was worth a top 10 pick, but the hunger inside of him is something that a lot of players don't have. A lot of players would have been fine and satisfied with just being a starter and just being a one-time All-Star, but Kemba seems like he's even hungrier and he's even just more mentally focused this year, like he has something to prove. But I think he's been like that the last couple years at this point. But I still think that Charlotte is in a tough situation. You don't want to really trade away your best player because all you're going to do is trying to find another Kemba Walker by trying to draft somebody that can do what he does or better. They haven't been terrible enough to get the top 5 picks. Even when they do, they don't really take advantage of being a bad team and stockpiling picks or even picking the right players that develop into superstars. And that's another thing. They don't really develop anybody that well. I don't really know too many players that they drafted besides Kemba that really became a superstar or really became a perennial all-star. And even though Al Jefferson did make an all-NBA team, he was not dominant all that season. And on top of that, he was not really made and homebred in Charlotte. He came from other teams when they traded for him. So when they signed him in free agency. But at the end of the day, I like Kemba. I like his mentality this year. I like his respect level around the league. And I like the fact that he's really showing that anything is possible at this point, especially in the NBA. And if he can just continue to be in this mode, I think he's only going to earn more respect and people going to still want him on their team, despite that his contract is ending. And it doesn't really take that much to get him because he's not really owed that much money compared to majority of the players in the league. But if you can get a couple first round picks, at least 2 of them, and a solid young and up and coming player, I think that'd be satisfying. But at the same time, do you really want to start all the way over once you trade Kemba and then try to go all the way and try to hit another pick, or do you want to show Kemba that he's what you embody as an organization, and you want to treat him like that and continue to build and put pieces around him? Do you guys really feel that Kemba can be the #1 player on the championship team? Do you think he can carry a team like he did in college? Or do you think he's only a second or third option? That's the thing that I struggle with, that I don't really know if Kemba can be your best player on a championship team. Could he win a finals MVP? Yeah, because he can score and get hot in any second in any part of the game. And he's a guy that can carry an offense every once in a while. But can he really beat the Golden States? Can he beat the Kyrie Irving Celtics consistently? They are already 3-4 with him getting off to the start. So I do think that we all have learned and respected Kemba a lot more because we have been able to be turned into believers in his ability to play at the level that he is doing. But at the same time, if Charlotte does cash in at the trade deadline and he continues to play like this, I really won't be mad at them either because he is about to be 29 years old next year and he's going to be going into year 30 next season, and you really haven't really gone anywhere and haven't really did anything big since he's been under your organization, and you do want to give him a chance to compete for a championship on a better team. Now, you don't want to see a guy be successful without you, but at the same time, you only can hold on to him for so long, and you really haven't been able to put the talent around him, whether it's getting big name free agents or even making trades. The biggest trades they made was just getting Nicholas Batum and Dwight Howard. But those trades never put them over the top either. And they didn't even make the playoffs last year with Dwight Howard. So that kind of didn't work out either. So I don't really know. I like him, but I got a lot of respect for him. He's virtually one of the more complete offensive players, especially for his size and especially for what we really thought he could be. And he has exceeded those expectations. And I still feel like he can improve a little bit more as a player before he really starts to decline as he gets in his mid-30s, which he still does have a couple years. But that's the question. Should Kemba really stay with the Hornets and really give it his all and stay loyal to a team that drafted him and gave him the money and they really love him and they really hasn't betrayed him at this point? Or should he just do like a lot of players do? I'm giving my all. I'm trying. Now I really want to just be out here competing for championships as I get older. And I don't really think he's wrong for that. I don't think he's being disloyal. I don't think he should be hated. You do get to the point where you want to win. You're not having playoff success. You're not making the playoffs every year. And what are you really doing when you're making the All-Star game and you can't really get on an All NBA team? You can't really win a championship with this roster because it's been proven ever since you've been there. You do want to get a change of scenery, and you definitely want to have a chance to win a championship before you retire. And the only way you can really do that this time is really joining up with other teammates that has all-star credentials and are some of the best players in the world. Remember, Golden State does have 5 all-stars. Boston has multiple all-stars. Every team that he really goes to, you have to be able to really um, become a starter, become a big contributor, but you do have to have other guys that are great like any other year. You want the teams that stacked. You want the teams that, you feel confident with who you going in on the court with and going to war with. And you definitely want to feel like you can win a championship. So I don't think he should be rushing out of Charlotte and going anywhere just to win. But I do think that eventually it's going to be time for them to part ways, whether it's this year as a free agent or whether he resigns and eventually they trade him. I don't really think he's going to win one in Charlotte. It would be fun. It would be something cool, and it'd be something that we wouldn't expect if he did. But at the same time, you still do have goals and things you want to accomplish while you're in the NBA and before you retire. And I think it's some things he won't be able to accomplish because he plays for Charlotte and they don't draft well, they don't develop well, and nobody really is in a rush to run to Charlotte either and help them win and help out Kemba Walker. So let me know what you guys think. It's a love and hate relationship. We love seeing him in Charlotte. We love seeing him do his thing, but we also want to see him be appreciated, get paid, and win, and be on a bigger market so that way he can get more attention, get more credit, and at the same time have a chance to win in the playoffs and get a chance at a championship. And that's something that I don't really see him doing in Charlotte. So check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description in the comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Like on Facebook to show support. Also check out my spread shirt. There you can find t-shirts, hoodies, sweaters, even accessories like phone cases, pillowcases, and even random things like water bottles. So thanks for the support. Thanks for checking out the content. Thanks for continuing to watching. I love making these videos. You guys enjoy watching them. That's why I continue to go. Also, thanks for the support by buying the t-shirts and also continuing to binge watch my other content as I do make a lot of videos every day. I appreciate you guys continuing to tune in and continuing to watching and commenting and staying active. Quinn Wade, basketball analysis, I'm gone. And let me know what you guys think Kemba should do, what the Hornets should do, or should they just part ways because it's the best interest for both of them. Let me know in the comment section below. Quinn Wade, basketball analysis, I'm gone. And also check out my Facebook page for exclusive t-shirts that you only can get on Facebook in what you guys know from the intro. So I'm gone. And let me know what you think Michael Jordan and Kemba Walker should do at the end of this year.